great music, great reading, and
MP
this is
said he
one
woke
city
up today
I don't
ready to
mind
slay
visiting.
some dragons.
You guys inspire us. We love you.
Oh, say does.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan along, and checking out some numbers for him.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. They've got Doc. Mitchell is out there with Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5. And for the Grizzlies, McMillan is out there with Jackson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Smith. And it's Shepard in at the point guard position. Pass to Şengün. RJ, this could be a battle won in the trenches. Each team with a formidable front court.
Yeah, both these teams are loaded with a lot of skill down low. Kind of old school. Should be a physical contest.
Vassell outside. Over Jackson. Vassell, no good. Smith for 3. They get it back. Pass to Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Jackson gets it to go.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Mitchell. It's deflected. Here's Shepard. Covered by Mitchell. And it's blocked. Vassell against Jackson. It's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Smith up top. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. On the wing, Jackson. Covered by Vassell. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Now some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
They set the pick for 3. Smith. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Memphis shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That's good from Jackson. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Spurs leading by 4. Doc the pass to Wembanyama. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama has got his second bucket of the night.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Shepard the pass to Jackson. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's Castle. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Pass to McMillan. Now Jackson. Şengün with a screen on Vassell. The Spurs have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. And Mitchell gets it to go.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Smith the pass to McMillan. McMillan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Doc in the last outing against the Pelicans made some terrific plays. He added 18 points and orchestrated the offense as he piled up the assists. Showed up once again in what's becoming the norm for him of late. We'll see what he has in store tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks. The aggressiveness, Greg, he showed the other night. We'll see if he can match that intensity here.
I'm a believer. I think he can produce at the same level tonight.
Oh, I don't know. After you put up numbers like that, I think the defense starts paying a little bit more attention to you, so it might be difficult.
Miles McBride's checked in for Memphis. Midway through the season now, RJ, how important is a team's rhythm at this point of the season?
You need to have your set schedule and routine. Things that keep you grounded and let you go about your business on the court.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Knock the pass to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. On the wing, Jackson, covered by Vassell. McMillan can't make it work.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Cooper kicks to Vassell. To the middle. Here's Doc. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
And let's catch up now with the terrific Shams Charania, who's got some news out of the Eastern Conference. Shams.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Time is of the essence leading up to the NBA trade deadline, but Miami's front office has been busy. They wanted to add more size, and there aren't many bigger players than Kristaps Porzingis, but it's the skill set that truly makes him special and unique. He's a terrific shooter, facing up or back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor as well, and he's a willing and able distributor. And then on the defensive end, one of the premier shot blockers in this league, just a major hit.
Thank you so much, Shams. We sure appreciate the update. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Pass to Şengün. Jackson with it. That's tipped. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Doc Gets it to go. And now it's a 9-point Spurs lead.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Shepherd. Jackson down low. Covered by Vassell. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
McBride bounce pass. Shepherd the pass to Jackson. Şengün with the screen for Jackson. Pass to Şengün. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here is Doc. He's covered by McMillan. Here is Doc. Back to Vassell. 1 second left. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 9. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2. And making some changes here. We've got a timeout called by Taylor Jenkins. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Temple. And again, Memphis no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
I tell you, they were drawing a lot of iron from the perimeter. Couldn't get the threes to go down, and really the story of the game.
They were bricking, they were missing, they were airballing, they were doing everything. Brutal night shooting for them when they couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. They couldn't hit the ocean if they fell out of a boat.
On the floor for San Antonio, we've got Bosh. Doc is out there with Victor Wembanyama. And it's Mitchell, and it's Castle in at the 2. RJ, one league rule that has gotten a lot of attention, carrying the basketball.
Oh, these guys carry the ball at a ridiculous rate. Even Allen Iverson used to do it, and then eventually he took it out of his game. But yeah, the referees could clean it up a little bit, I'll be honest.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Miles McBride's checked in for G.G. Jackson. And San Antonio also making a switch. Ellis has checked in, and Mitchell drops them both. So, Greg, you played the point. In create a player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Doc. Drills the three-pointer. Doc's got 11 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Şengün with the screen for Smith. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Smith's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Out to the right wing. Launches it. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
Pass to Doc. For 3, Mitchell. Rebounded by Temple. The Grizzlies have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the second quarter, a nice efficient 50%. And it's Shepherd missing.
That's just a bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Wembanyama, a screen on Smith. Here's Ellis. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. McBride passes to Temple. Smith for 3. Now just 1 for 7 with that miss. Tough night so far. Here's Doc. Finishes in style with the double clutch jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Pass to Smith. 1:07 left in the first half. Plenty of space. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Okay, so if I were to say this was a disaster of a period for him, it would be an understatement. But hey, sometimes you got to shoot your way out of the slump, even for him.
For San Antonio, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
McMillan, he checked in for Memphis. Gigi Jackson comes in for Miles McBride. The Spurs also changing it up. Vassell, he's checked in for Bosch. And Castle is subbed in for Ellis. Jackson passes to McMillan. Shepherd with the ball. 3-pointer. Rebound San Antonio. Doc's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Down low. Vassell outside. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Jackson against Vassell. Here's Shepherd. Smith on the wing. Over Mitchell. And so it's San Antonio with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back right after this.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. An uphill battle so far for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, their defensive effort uninspiring, like Kenny's acting career.
Oh, okay. I'm not even going to go through the films that you and stay in your lane, brother. Stay in your lane.
And we've got some trades being made around the league. Always a compelling story.
Great move to get one of the most unique players in the league.
And that'll do it for half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Doc has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
We've got Shepherd. McMillan is out there with Jackson. Then it's Alperen Şengün. And it's Smith in at the shooting guard. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Castle. Hands the shot with nobody near him. Castle's got 7 points.
Drew the defense and made the proper read, hitting his teammates on the perimeter.
Smith for 3. Hands it from downtown.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Vassell, and the Spurs scoring again.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Jackson, a screen on Mitchell. Here's Shepard. What a terrific move that was. He has 6.
Something lit a fire under them at the half. They started this quarter going 3 for 3 from the floor.
Here is Doc. 16 points for him. Oh, my goodness, the slam!
Oh.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Shepard with the ball. He's got 6. That shot off.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Wembanyama passes to Doc. Inside, here's Castle. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. And there's the drive. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Smith, no good.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The NBA chose to extinguish G League Ignite. G League President Sharif Abdul-Rahim says with the changing environment across youth and collegiate basketball, now is the right time to take this step. But Kevin, in its short time, the Ignite produced double-digit draftees, so the experiment was a success.
A huge success, D.A. Thank you. Shepard, the pass to McMillan. Off target from three-point range.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Here's Castle, covered by Smith. And the basket by Castle.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. And another miss by Memphis.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
Now Mitchell. He's got 10. 6 to shoot. Over Shepard. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Shepard. 6 points for him. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Miles McBride's checked in for the Grizzlies. The Spurs also with the sub. Cooper, he's checked in for Mitchell. Great Kentucky native Reed Shepard followed in his dad's footsteps and stayed local for his college years.
How cool was that? His dad, winning 2 national championships for the Bluegrass State, was named the MVP of the '98 college tournament, and he even had a brief stint in the NBA. Reed, the 3rd overall pick of the 2024 draft, blazing his own trail.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Here is Doc. Şengün covering. Wembanyama, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 16. Here's Shepard, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
Vassell outside. Pass to Castle. Outside for Wembanyama. Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Cooper. They can't stop the run with that one.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Jackson. He's got 11. Pass to McMillan. Shepard with the ball. Şengün with the screen for Shepard. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Doc. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And it's Taylor Jenkins calling timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Some changes for Memphis. Temple's checked in, and it's Reddish in for Shepard. Washington's checked in for San Antonio. Bosch comes in for Devin Vassell. Here's Şengün. 5 points in the game. Here's McBride. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 15. Bosch passes to Doc. 1:42 left in the third quarter of the game. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Jackson has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Jackson's got 14.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. The three makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Jackson from long range. Rebounded by the Spurs. Doc's got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Spurs passing it around. Bosch can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Pass to McBride. Here's Temple. Outside Jackson. It's tipped. Here's Castle. 14 points for him. And here's Bosch for 3. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought. Teams changing it up here.
Kid.
Şengün passes to Smith. Here's McMillan. Goes up to the stripe. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. On the court for San Antonio. Doc is out there with Washington. Then it's Castle. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's Mitchell in at the point guard. Jackson passes to Smith. Puts up a three. Jackson misses.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Here is Doc, covered by Smith. And Doc gets it to go.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Spins. And it's Smith penetrating. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And the NBA helping establish academies and even leagues, Greg, on foreign soil. Do you expect more to come?
I do, Kevin. I think the league recognizes it has a big role to play in the expansion of the game globally. Investments being made with the long-term view in mind.
McMillan passes to Şengün. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Washington. Şengün with the rebound.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Now here is Smith. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Spurs. Washington's got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Doc. Here's Castle, covered by Smith. Here is Doc. Clock at 6. Mitchell outside for 3. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Mitchell outside. No good on the 3.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Smith right side. Jackson looking around. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Doc can't get it to go. And for Memphis, they're shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. McMillan a screen on Vassell. Jackson gets the bucket.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And they've put themselves into the driver's seat in regards to the season series with this team. Tonight's win will give them a 2-1 edge with only 1 left to play.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Doc.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple on this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
Smith outside. Back to McBride. To the paint. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The free throw drops for Jackson. Shepard's checked in for Miles McBride. Then for the Spurs, Stewart's checked in for Vassell. Bosch comes in for Castle. And it's Cooper in for Mitchell. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Takes it inside. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stewart passes to Doc. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Count it. Good. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. The shot by Stewart with no one around. No good with the triple. Now Shepard. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Great win tonight, MP.
The weather, it's never warm.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home court. Greetings and thanks for ending your Monday. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Wednesday, the Houston Rockets come to town. And then Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And for their matchup with the Pelicans, this is one that they expect to win. But those games can be tricky. Remember, there are no free wins in this league.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. We've got John Collins. He's out there with DeAndre Hunter. Anthony is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. And for the Spurs, we've got Devin Vassell. Castle is out there with Mitchell. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Doc in at the power forward. A couple of rivals going head-to-head here, Clark. You can feel the extra tension in the air.
No doubt about it. That heat is palpable. Everybody wants to be at their best and prove they're the superior team, but the fireworks and friction is real.
And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Tonight, MP goes up against Nikola Jokic, who's won multiple MVPs, and he's gunning for another. I asked MP, how can you stand out as the more valuable player to your team? MP said, win the game. Joker's going to be Joker. He's going to do what he does, but at the end of the day, it's all about that dub.
Yeah, hard to argue with that logic. Thanks, Allie. Out to Anthony. Here's the three. Rebounded by Castle. Vassell with it. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Denver has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Good on the bucket.
Yeah, that's a good look for Collins. I like the offensive approach right there.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Doc passes to Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell. 6 on the shot clock. Wembanyama, screen on Hunter. Sends it home from three-point land.
The team counts on Vassell for this, a reliable producer of three-point buckets.
Grant, compared to some of the flashier scorers, Devin Vassell has a more workmanlike approach.
Yeah, he can quietly drop a big game on you. He doesn't draw attention with stylish plays and big circus shots. He just grinds it out by finding his looks.
Pass to Castle. Here's Doc. Over to the wing. Outside Mitchell. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. No one covering. Collins has got 5 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Doc passes to Vassell. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Nuggets trail by 5. Anthony outside. Outside Hunter. Pass to Jokic. Shot from 12. Good on the jump shot.
Jokic has such an efficient, soft stroke, especially from this in-between area.
Wembanyama, pass to Doc. Back to Wembanyama. Here's Doc. Down low. Here's Castle. No points so far. Doc, no good. And here's Jokic. Rebounded by Castle.
All alone from mid-range. You gotta think he's kicking himself.
Wembanyama finds Mitchell. Here's Doc. Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell outside. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama. Vassell's got his second basket.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah, shots falling, off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Anthony outside. Jokic passes to Anthony. Rebound by San Antonio. They're moving on after.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just
They never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
By Vassell. Jokic, he's open. That one rolls around and rims out.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's Doc. Banked it in off the glass. Doc's gotten his third basket of the night. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Nuggets. Trailing by 8. Their last encounter was in Denver.
They hit a couple big shots, but overall, there was a lack of consistency. Just not their night at the offensive end.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
Well, Clark, you look at Denver's lineups. They have a lot of size on this team.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's kind of the polar opposite of small ball, B.A. I mean, with Jokic in the middle and a lot of length on the wings and in the backcourt, too, this is a growing trend in the league as I see it.
Jokic is double. Castle for 3. Jokic grabs the board. Nuggets trail by 6. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 4 rebounds now.
Can't get anything to go this period. Seems like he's hit a wall. Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
His offensive effort has really gone unmatched as of late.
For Denver, Nikola Jokic has checked in for Love. Bane comes in for Champagnie, and it's Christopher in for Christie. Here's Jokic. He had 22 in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And he did his part from the line. Drew fouls and made them count.
On the court for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic. Topic out there with Josh Christopher. Then it's Desmond Bane, and it's Norris in at the 4 spot.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
Here's Christopher. He's guarded by Vassell. Christopher's shot is good. Christopher's got 9 points in the quarter.
Hey, you know, after a pedestrian first quarter of shooting, I think they've really turned it up offensively. I like where they're headed right now. The direction is good.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hi, guys. Well, Doc in their last time out against the Warriors was tremendous. He tallied 21 points, and as always, he was fantastic on the glass, a rebounding machine. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him. Might force him to adjust.
Oh, my goodness! A ridiculous slam!
Yeah!
That was nice.
Insane throwdown right there.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Jokic. Off target at the rim.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Vassell passes to Doc. Back to Vassell. The 3 is up. Jokic grabs the board. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. With lots of prime seasons ahead of him, Clark, Nikola Jokic already has multiple MVPs and a championship.
It is an incredible resume already, that's for sure, B.A. I think he's got a chance to get into that top 10, maybe top 5 all-time conversation. But he's special, and what a joy to watch. Never seems to be overexerting himself, but he's making impact at both ends of the floor. He's extremely special as a basketball player.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Well, Grant, with players getting bigger and more athletic, do you support moving the restricted area out?
Yeah, B.A., I would. We've seen a lot of injuries when defenders slide underneath elevated players on the drive. So cutting down that risk makes a lot of sense.
Wembanyama's checked in for San Antonio. Cooper comes in for Vassell. And Anthony gets it to go on the assist by Hunter. Anthony's got his second basket on the night.
The closer the better for Anthony, as is the case for most guys. He just wants to drop that one in.
And out of bounds, Denver will have it. And with balloting underway, a chance to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting.
Well, it's so interesting to see where the players stack up right now.
You take a look at Jokic. He leads the West in voting.
And that's no shock. Always one of the players that the fans love to see.
And what a night it'll be. We'll keep you updated on the latest results during voting. Pass to Christie. Now here's Anthony. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And let's not forget about the assist. His playmaking was critical for this team.
Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And now a 3-point Denver lead.
You know, he started slow, but now in the second quarter, he's finding his groove.
Cooper passes to Doc. Pass to Cooper. Here's Doc. From outside, off the mark. The Nuggets lead by 3. Here's Norris. Looking at his numbers, currently he's averaging around 9 points a game. Here's Christie. Check by Mitchell. The Nuggets need to get one up. Puts up a 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 5 rebounds in the game. Bosh, the pass to Doc. Here's Mitchell. He's guarded by Anthony. Anthony against Mitchell. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Pass to Christie. Back to Anthony. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Anthony's got 10 points.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
We've got 1:13 left in the second quarter. Bosh, the pass to Doc. Left side Mitchell. Here's Cooper. To the wing on the left. Spurs need to get one up here. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Denver.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Pass to Christie. Inside. Here's Anthony. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
This has been Anthony's night for sure. Everything going exactly right for him at the offensive end.
Here's Cooper. He's guarded by Anthony. Here's Cooper. Still no points. The shot off that time. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Hunter. Back to Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Anthony going up top. Don't let his size fool you, folks. Cole's got some hops.
Pass to Wembanyama. Solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet. Wembanyama's got his first bucket in this one.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
The shot won't fall. And so we've reached the end of the first half of play. The Nuggets on top. They're up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
I was just thinking about all the changes we've seen to the All-Star voting process over the years. A lot of new factors in play now.
Yeah, like social media. Definitely.
And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One of the stories here, Cole Anthony. Man, is he getting it done today.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him, body him up, be physical with him.
We've got Mitchell. He's out there with Castle. Wembanyama out there with Devin Vassell. And it's Doc in at the power forward position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Christie passes to Anthony. Hunter against Vassell. Hunter, good. Hunter's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
We know Nikola Jokic is a natural, but that's not all. Coach Malone said it's too bad that people can't peek behind the curtain and see how hard Nikola works. He understands that there's no magic formula. Yes, he's incredibly gifted, but it's his work ethic that's great. Brian?
Well, Allie, talent only gets you so far. He's got both. San Antonio shooting their first free throw tonight. Second half getting started. About a minute played. Now Anthony. He's got 14. Bucket again. 7 for 12 and going at the defense.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Doc. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And he's good on the second. 90 seconds into the second half now. Collins outside. Pass to Jokic. Here's Christie. Knocked loose. Clock at 6. To the left side wing. For 3, Collins. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama powers it through inside.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
First and lowest turnovers a game, first in opponent points per game, and they're among the top 10 in the league in block shots. They don't concede easy buckets at the rim. Their big men play great help defense inside.
And they have to be pleased with their low turnover rate. It's the best in the league because they are fantastic at maintaining control. And another miss by Denver. Spurs trail by 4. Vassell outside. Fires from deep. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Nuggets. Next up on the schedule, the Clippers. That'll be a home game. And that's the first of just 2 home games for him. Lets it go from deep. Nice shot by Christie. Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. For San Antonio, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Vassell finds Mitchell. Castle for 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds in the game. Anthony with it. He's picked up by Vassell. Collins a screen. Pass to Jokic. Rebounded by Castle. San Antonio trailing here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. On the take. Doc gets the bucket. Doc's got 11.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Christie passes to Collins. No good on the triple.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I can't figure out why they aren't going to him more. I mean, he's scoring the ball well for him.
Denver has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Back to Anthony. Outside Hunter. Let's go with a three. He drops it from range. He's got 5.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Anthony against Mitchell. Wembanyama, screen on Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Doc. Hunter covering. Castle for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Denver has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Anthony. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Pass to Doc. Vassell with it. Doc passes to Wembanyama. Oh, rising above Wembanyama. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
Yeah, they've done a great job of challenging every shot they can. Their totals in the block column are a result of that aggression.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
Pass to Christie. Beyond the arc. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 5 assists tonight.
Jokic, so dangerous when he's got the rock in his hands. He's a top-notch passer as well as a great scorer. He always delivers.
And while Nikola Jokic has lots of years left in this league, he's already an all-time great, Grant.
You know, B.A., not many guys have won multiple MVPs and a title, but Jokic has already accomplished so much. And with his size and skill set, Jokic can be elite for a long time and add to that impressive resume.
Both teams will make substitutions. Bosh, the pass to Doc. Here's Castle, uncovered. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Norris. Here's Anthony. And the Nuggets getting another bucket to fall.
Nice, smooth jump shot from Anthony. I like him in that medium range area.
Left side, Wembanyama. Here's Bosh. Three-pointer. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. From behind the arc. No good.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
Pass to Doc. Vassell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Denver. Collins has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now Anthony. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. Jokic with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And it's Jokic missing. Spurs trail by 3. Wembanyama, pass to Doc. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And the Nuggets shooting at a 48% clip from the floor. Pass to Love. Here's Topic. Outside Bane. Here's Norris. It's deflected. Vassell outside. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Third quarter comes to a close, and a battle brings it to a tie. And we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
He's checked in for the Nuggets. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 8 from the field so far in the 4th. On the court for the Nuggets, we've got Cole Anthony. He's out there with Topic. Desmond Bane is out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Norris in at the 4. Bane. And another miss by Denver. Pass to Castle. To tie it up. And he takes it up and lays it in. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Anthony, the pass to Jokic. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
What's really cool about Jokic is that he's just as effective working off the ball. He's ready to shoot when he catches it. He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
To the inside. Throw it down, Nikola.
You know, for all of his agility and craftiness, the slick moves, Jokic not afraid to go old school and just throw it down on you.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Nuggets?
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And, you know, they've done a fantastic job scoring inside as a result, finding plenty of opportunities to cash in near the hoop.
Ellis is checked in for San Antonio.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Anthony, the pass to Collins. Back to Anthony. Pass to Christie. Uses the glass on the layup.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
San Antonio's gotten 4 of 7 3-pointers to fall in the 4th. Here's Doc. And he banks in the layup. Doc's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
Here's Christie. No good from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Woo!
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Back to Anthony. Collins outside. And here's Hunter for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Castle. Here's Doc. And Collins with the big block.
You can't sleep on Collins' long arms when he's defending you. He'll swat you down all day with that long reach.
3-pointer Anthony. It's hauled in by Doc. Doc's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Ellis. And the layup is good off the glass. And now a 4-point Spurs lead.
Defensively, you just can't afford to give these easy looks up. Just asking to get burned if you do.
Here's Jokic. Rebound by San Antonio. Doc's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. There's the drive. He gets it in there. Doc's got 23 points.
absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
And timeout is called by Michael Malone, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. For San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama's checked in for Washington, and Mitchell subbed in for Ellis. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Michael Malone was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Thank you for that, Allie. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Nuggets trail by 6. To the right side. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth. Here's Anthony. And he battles for the ball, gets the second chance bucket. 21 points in the game.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You've got to work harder on the glass.
Out to the wing. Pass to Doc. Vassell with it. Clock at 6. From deep three-point range. Jokic grabs the board. Denver is shooting 47% on this one. Looking efficient. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Jokic is doubled. Here's Christie. Anthony outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by San Antonio. They've led by as many as 11. And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first. And that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And so it's Michael Malone here calling timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Anthony with it. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And here are the Spurs now. Going inside. And he jams it home with authority. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth. And here's Hunter from the arc. So we see the Spurs get the win here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up.
Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say. Long season. Time to grab that lunch pail and go to work. MP, you got that look in your eye tonight. You better.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA. And here in January, a few teams starting to solidify their spots in the power rankings. Others, not so much. Taking a look at Portland. They slide down to the 3rd spot, trying not to slide any further.
And San Antonio, they are well beyond where we thought they'd be at this point in the season, making incredible strides and maintaining their momentum.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. We've got Jabari Smith. Also, Moses Moody out there. And it's Humphreys in at the 2 guard. And for the Spurs, Devin Vassell out there with Doc. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Castle in at the 2. Well, there have got to be a lot of challenges at different stages of the season, Stan. Here we are at mid-season. What comes to the top of your mind when you think about what these coaches are facing now?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, it was always just that mental grind of thinking that there was an answer out there that I wasn't finding, that we had one more thing that maybe could unlock better performance. And you think about the game 24/7, where sometimes the best way to come up with those answers would be to get away from it.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Cancel, and he's good on the 3 ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Smith sets the pick for Maxey. Over Mitchell. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's Wembanyama. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game.
And he just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Bounce pass Maxey. Six on the shot clock. No good there. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Swiped away. Smith feeling it out a bit. Pass to Maxey. Houston moving the ball around. Launches a 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Pass to Castle. Offline with his 3. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. They trail by 1. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game, offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof, a lot of one-and-dones in that game.
Yeah, they weren't as aggressive on the offensive glass, and that really made a difference in the game.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Chatted with Brian Keefe. He thinks Tyrese Maxey is a guy they have to watch. He said he reads the floor well and understands situational basketball. Defensively, it's tough to speed him up or slow him down. He really plays at his own pace. Guys?
Thank you, David.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Now, here's Maxey. We saw him with 29 points last game. And it's a foul called on Doc. That's his first foul.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Cooper, he's checked in for Mitchell. And a change for the Rockets. Whitmore's checked in. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Wembanyama. An even 3-on-3 break. Here is Doc, defended by Moody. Five on the clock. Here's Castle. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Cam Whitmore. San Antonio shooting their first free throws here tonight. That's good from Castle. And he can't hit the second. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
Well, look, we've seen that no lead is safe these days. You got to keep scoring and extending that margin.
No problems knocking that one down.
Oh, clever pass there from Maxey. So good at finding his teammates.
Cooper, the pass to Doc. Here's Castle. They set the pick. This one for three. And Moody pulls it down. Rockets trail by 5. To the inside. Pass to Whitmore. For the three. Here's Kasparov. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here is Doc. Doubled by Maxey. Cooper, the pass to Doc. Inside. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Off target with his three.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And every team wants long guys who can also make threes. Smith checks both boxes.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Moses Moody. That is his first foul of the game. Bosh is checked in for San Antonio. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Walter, he's checked in for Smith. Here is Doc. And he really played well against Denver. Back to Wembanyama. Lets it go with a three. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Pass to Walter. Now Whitmore. And another 3 for Houston.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here is Doc. 8 points for him. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, their game plan has been very effective so far. They're working the ball inside, putting constant pressure on the defense.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Washington's checked in for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Devin Vassell. Here's Hunt. He's coming off a 10-point game against Philadelphia. 1:07 left to play in the first. From deep. The shot, no good. Spurs leading by 4. To the paint. It's stolen by Smith. Oh, and here comes Smith. All alone. And it's blocked. Here is Doc. He's got 10. There's a screen by Washington. To the middle. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Down low. It's deflected. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the right side. Here is Doc. He's covered by Grant. There's a screen by Washington. Shot clock at 6. Cooper the pass to Doc. Trying to find Washington. Gets it to him. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And now it's an 8-point Spurs lead.
Yeah, just a terrific job of just staying with it. Nice.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front. They're up by 8. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Taking a look at the Rockets, they've got Smith. Whitmore is out there with Walter. And it's Westbrook in at the 4 slot. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Houston. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and they came out with a W every time they played this squad last year. A stark contrast drawn between the conference's haves and have-nots.
Smith the pass to Hunt. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Hunt. Launches it from deep. A rebound by Washington. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Pass to Wagner. Now, here's Washington. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim.
Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here.
Going out there.
No Wembanyama, he's checked in for Washington. Doc comes in for Wagner. Mitchell, he's checked in for Ellis. And it's Cooper in for Castle. To the inside, here's Mitchell. Makes it off the glass. Mitchell's got the lead up to 12 now for the Spurs.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Ulrich. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Doc in the last outing against Denver delivered quite a performance. He scored 25 points, and he was efficient out there. Incredible effort on his part. We'll see if tonight means more of the same. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Here is Doc. 10 points for him. That one falls. Wembanyama's got 5 points in the quarter.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
The Rockets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. No good on that one.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
San Antonio making a switch here. Stewart's checked in.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
Here is Doc. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. The Rockets pull it in. Now Maxey. 5 points in the game. Trent kicks to Maxey. That's tipped. Here is Doc. He's covered by Maxey. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Victor Wembanyama.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Vassell, he's checked in for the Spurs. Castle comes in for Bosch. Smith checked in for the Rockets. Moody comes in for Gary Trent.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Smith outside. Pass to Humphries. There's 1:40 left to play in the first half. Maxey against Mitchell. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Spurs leading by 13 to the paint. It's taken away by Smith. Moody with it. Fires from deep. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Castle. 8 points for him. Wembanyama. And Wembanyama too much inside.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Pass to Moody. Smith outside. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 11 rebounds in the game. Here is Doc. On the wing, Mitchell. Hits the three-point bomb. Mitchell's got 8 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Maxey. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama passes to Mitchell. Back to Wembanyama. Off with the layup. And so it's San Antonio looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Right back after this break.
Welcome. They're really hitting the boards, making a major effort. That's a big reason why they're up.
Well, as the rebounding expert.
And how about we move it on over for a preview of who we might be seeing in. And that concludes half.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Doc has been sensational.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Well, when you have a guy that spreads it around like that, it confuses the defense. Who do you guard?
They've got Castle. Doc is out there with Devin Vassell. Then it's Mitchell. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5 down low. So that's who Brian Keefe starts the second half with. Here's Maxey after the basket by San Antonio. Inside. Cloak loose. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama.
And looking now at some numbers for Doc. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. Averaging 22 points per, 6 assists, and 7 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
And here is Mitchell. Following the three-pointer by Tyrese Maxey. Mitchell passes to Doc. And it's Houston on the break. And then Smith with the jam.
Steps into the passing lane and pulls away from the defenders chasing him. How about the play there by Smith Jr.?
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Spurs leading by 10. Pass to Doc. Now Wembanyama. A screen on Humphries. Cancel. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players. And it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Outside, Maxey. Over Mitchell. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Maxey's got 12.
Offensively, Maxey can be such a problem. He attacks you with that relentless energy.
Doc can't get it to go.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Got a hand on it.
Well, after 3 straight makes, that's their first miss of the half.
Vassell, the pass to Doc. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 14 points for him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Outside, Maxey. Pass to Humphries from outside the arc. A rebound by the Spurs. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Their next game, playing at home, as the Nets come into town. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, improving dialogue between players and officials is a priority. Commissioner Silver says, now with high-fidelity audio, we're all able to hear a lot of what's being said. Now we have to take into account the high-stress environment. But there has to be a two-way sense of respect. I feel it's an area where we can make progress. Kevin?
You know, the commissioner's always looking ahead and looking at every area, which is great for the game. Now, here's Maxey. 12 points for him. Pass to Smith. Back to Maxey. And here's Humphries. 6 to shoot. Smith wide open. He fires. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here is Doc. Vassell outside. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. No good with the layup. Rockets trail by 9. Smith on the wing. He's got 14 to the inside. Maxey. It's off target. He's 4 of 9 from the field.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
All right, Stan, let's put that coaching hat back on you. How in the world would you game plan for a player like Victor Wembanyama?
Well, that's a great question, Kevin, and there are no great answers because he's so good. I think when you're guarding him, you want to be as physical as you can and keep him as far away from the basket as possible to negate his length. Defensively, or when you're on offense, his defense, I think you want to use his instincts to block shots against him, take the ball at him, draw him, and get the ball to open people.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yeah, but if it were that good, it would work more often against a guy that good.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Cooper, he's checked in for Mitchell. Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for the Rockets. In the corner, Smith with it. Whitmore with it. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Fires for three. Rebounded by Castle. Spurs leading by 12. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Lets the three fly.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Here's Smith. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Smith's got 16 points.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Here's Moody. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 4 rebounds now tonight. A drive by Wembanyama. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. I'm going back in my Rolodex here. Did you? Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. Yeah, my wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college, and she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh, goodness. 5 to shoot. Here's Moody. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Outside, Maxey. Out to the wing. Here's Moody. The Rockets with another miss. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Doc. Now here's Vassell. Whitmore defending. Here is Doc. He's got 16. Back to Vassell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Maxey. Smith outside. Misses the 3.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving it.
Here is Doc. Whitmore defending. And some changes here for the Spurs. Washington's checked in for Wembanyama. And it's Cooper in for Vassell. Grant, he's checked in for the Rockets. Walter comes in for Moody. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Maxey. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington. Here is Doc, covered by Smith. Here is Doc. He's got 18. Pass to Castle. From outside, off the mark.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Here's Smith. Whitmore with it. Smith with a screen on Bosch. Here's Maxey. It's deflected. Here's Doc. Good. It's Bosch picking up the assist. Doc's got 20.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, and nice finish on the break.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them.
This is Moody. He's checked in for the Rockets. And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So on the floor for Houston, Moody is out there with Walter. Then it's Cam Whitmore, and it's Humphries in at the 1 spot. Here's Doc. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 at that basket.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
There's the triple. Humphries, no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
There's the 3. Doc can't get it to go. Rockets trail by 18. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Here's Walter. Houston needs to get a shot off. Here's Whitmore. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Pass to Doc. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. For Houston, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the 4th quarter. Got that one up quick.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
Mitchell outside. Jacks up a 3, and he hits it from deep. 3 points there from Doc. Doc's got 13 points in the second half.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Here's Whitmore. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Spurs leading by 18. Vassell kicks to Stewart. Mitchell wide open. They get it again. Pass to Doc. Mitchell outside. Second chance shot. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet. Rockets trail by 20. Now Whitmore. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer.
San Antonio making a switch here. Castle's checked in. And then for Houston, Smith checked in for Walter. And Max. Moody the pass to Smith. Kicks it out to Maxey. And another 3 for Houston.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And we also got to talk about the damage they've done inside. The opposition having a hard time keeping that ball out of the paint.
And the second free throw, good. 1:56 left in the game. Rockets trail by 15. Pass to Humphries. Smith outside. The tray. Rebound San Antonio. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Here's Castle. Misses in close.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for San Antonio.
One of the areas that has been critical for them, the second chance points we've seen from them tonight.
A huge factor in this one, Kevin. The hustle on the offensive glass, the willingness to go after those rebounds, that was key.
And so this is going to end up as victory number 24 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Doc.
Yeah, and I loved his attitude tonight. He really had that scorer's mentality. Absolutely no one was stopping him.
Here's Kasparov, and the layup's good off the glass. .32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here is Doc. Pass to Castle. 19 seconds left in the fourth. Mitchell in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Buries the long-range jumper. And the Spurs lead by 16. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home. Good job, MP. I see you. New Orleans gets after it. Going to be a rowdy crowd out there.